Good job. That's a hard thing to play slow to. Eric did great on the electric guitar. Again, Radney Foster, a beautiful song. Janiva, we were talking to you about something similar. This can be kind of a hard thing. I mean, Radney, was facing his son moving halfway around the world, and this beautiful song, a keystone song in his career, is born from it. We were talking to you earlier, and to help the audience, especially those that are just tuning in, you're around 12, 13 years old. You lost your mom, followed by losing your dad, both to suicide. That must have just sent you on an emotional roller coaster. I mean, most kids, when they're 13, 14 years old, they're just now starting to find themselves, but you were alone. You were out there by yourself.
Pretty much. And I think I pretty much went head on into the blues.
Yeah.
Say the truth. I mean, and, I think we all, if you're breathing long enough, you're going to have losses.
Now, speaking of losses, I mean, just a few years after your mom and dad chose to leave you, you're 17 years old, and you're in a new situation.
Yeah, I just delivered a baby girl, and I had her for about 4 months and realized that me alone and where I was at, I had a moment of clarity, and so I gave her away.
So you thought it would be better for the child to have, instead of having a child mother, to let her have adult parents?
Well, I was just way too messed up. I was too much of a mess, too many cuts and bruises, and there was, it wasn't good.
And then you hooked up with the love of your life for a minute.
Which one? Sorry, man.
Good answer. You scooped out to the West Coast with someone decidedly older than you.
Yeah. Well, there was that. And I was out in Berkeley. I was living in Berkeley in 1969 for about 6 months. And it was wild, and I had a great time. Mm-hmm. And had another moment of clarity about 6 months later and went,
I'm out of here.
I'm out of here.
Right. Now, 16 years later, you refound your child.
Yeah, that was a remarkable, and still is a remarkable experience.
So now you're close.
Very close, and I have a 4-year-old grandson whose name is Henry.
And you're sort of together as a family.
We're very together as a family, actually.
Great. All of this stuff gets wrapped up in the lyrics you sing and the blues that you sing. I mean, isn't this true of people, everyone from Robert Johnson to others? The difficulties in their life is what gave birth to this blues, and that's what's reflected to the audience. Sometimes in a positive atmosphere, musical atmosphere. It's hard sometimes to feel the pain that's coming from the music.
It's often hard, but the idea is get through it. Don't bail, The idea is get through it. And so that's what the music has been for me, and I hope that that's what it brings to other people. I have to be honest in my experience. I have to be honest in my craft.
And I think you're very brave to even talk about it. So. Her CD is Do I Move You, and the story behind the artist doing the songs is as moving as the album itself. Here's a song called You Were Never Mine. It's Janiva Magness on the Woodsongs Old Time Radio Hour.